text with
Try
WPC
turning it off
was
and on again.
try deleting your
Oh,
WTF
fuck.
folder, and that did not work out. That is rather unfortunate. So, all right, HGT versus CIS. I believe HGT are the pretty heavy favorites coming in here. Let's check old Dota 2 Lounge. And I'm a numbers guy. And all right, 59-41 HGT favorites. I think
Seems
that's
like another value bet. I think it's better than 60-40.
Value-ish. Yeah, I think HGT
Not
will
as good
take
as the last one,
but
though.
yeah.
I feel good, dude.
Yeah, you feeling good?
I feel good about that prediction. It's unfortunate that we got fucked out of rares, but
yeah. And CTY is playing. I know some people are asking about that. He is their new player on the roster, so he's tagged up, ready to rock and roll. So. Let's hop on into our draft, see what's cooking up between these two teams. Again, this is a best-of-2 series, guys, our last of the night, and this is game number 1. I always like seeing Team CIS. I'm slowly but surely becoming more and more of a black fan. I got a lot of respect for that guy, living in China, and one of my favorite parts about WPC when I get to cast CIS is seeing the camera shot. But we won't have it here today, Greg. I'm sad. I'm salty. And I accidentally shut down the computer and clicked the please install updates windows, and that just furthered my rage because God damn you, Windows Update. God damn you. Why are you there?
Oh, man, we just cast a 90-minute game. We're just trying to...
Yeah, plus that 90-minute game.
We're just trying to relax, man.
Come on, man. That last game was pretty epic. I'm still trying to recover. I did a few shots of Monster, had a glass of water, used the facilities, and we're ready to rock and roll.
Wash my face.
All right, wipe it off. Let's get into this one. Some scary picks here with the first few. HGT actually ban out Ancient Apparition and Wraith King, two heroes that are pretty good, but first bans, that lets the Lycan as well as the Bat Rider slip through. CIS get themselves the Dire Lycan, and HGT, well, they get a Bat Rider Treant. So both teams with a scary hero, but Lycan on Dire is pretty darn scary. I don't know.
Yeah, they have a Bat Rider, though, as well as Treant. Both of those are pretty good against Lycan, so I'm not too scared for them. I think they'll probably be okay in the end, but it's possible that CIS will just push the shit out of them in the lose.
Pick.
Definitely a possibility.
Definitely so. And the next set of bans coming out, the Axe as well as the Lifestealer. We have seen a fair bit of Axe run out here in the East. Also works quite well against Dazzle, so not terrible. Where's that music coming from? Is that Dota music? Who turned on the music?
That's Dota music, dude.
That's Dota. No, we can't have that, Greg. we cannot have Dota music in here. Get out of here. There we go. Silence. That's what I'm talking about. Maybe who turned the music on? Somebody was saying in chat the other day that the music was too loud, and I was like, no, we don't have music on this computer. You're an idiot. Apparently, I'm the idiot. Apparently, somebody turned on the music and didn't tell me.
Apparently, I'm the idiot.
Gosh darn it. Oh, suckleboosh.
What?
It's an inside joke. That whole I let out a Sacre Bleu once in an epic team fight, and we told Roland to pull out a BTS moment for it, but he had never heard that phrase before and had no idea that it was French. So he had never heard. He was just like Sacre Bleu, and he tried to type it out phonetically, and it just came out as Suckleboosh. So there's a BTS moment titled Suckleboosh, and literally that's Roland trying to figure out what the hell Sacre Bleu means.
Oh man.
It was pretty funny. And to be fair, I mean, I guess they don't speak French very often in Malaysia, so how would he know that phrase? But pretty funny.
I don't know, man. I don't know at all. What I do know is that CIS have picked up the sneaky Nyx Assassin, and well, this hero's he's had back and forth, popular, not popular, in and out, hot and cold.
You would reference In-N-Out Burger, Greg. You would. Jesus.
I mean, it's my it was my first trip out to California. Had In-N-Out a few times. Pretty tasty.
I'm sure there will be plenty more In-N-Out in your future here.
Nyx Assassin, we'll see how he does this game. So far, it looks like an okay game. Pretty good against the Bat Rider. You can easily Carapace in the Firefly, make things go a little bit easier for your team if you want to initiate on the Bat Rider. Pretty decent in the offlane, I'd say. I mean, we've seen him there a lot, and basically, if there's not a lot of stuns, he usually does okay because he's got a lot of HP regen. So.
He sure does. Some of the highest base regen in the game. One of the things that makes him such a good offlaner. And I do like Dazzle paired with the Lycan. That bit of armor on Lycan helps tank him up. And, of course, Weave on opponents makes Lycan's big woofy form that much more potent. So, we'll see what HGT want to do with their third pick. Both of these teams burning into their bonus time quite heavily, thinking about what they want to do and trying to read each other's draft. The Lycan on Dire, I feel like HGT have to draft some sort of scouting utility. The power of Lycan, as we talked about, not only in his ability to punish you if you lose a team fight by taking out your towers, but controlling Roche, especially if you're on the Dire side. So heroes like TA do very well in putting a trap down in the pit, so you at least know if Lycan is in there. Clockwork, another hero that can do it quite well, spamming those rockets. AA, you don't really want to be wasting your Ice Blast into the Roche pit just willy-nilly, but a hero that gives you some scouting tool. They will grab the Brewmaster, so probably won't be a TA pickup for the mid lane, but as we saw in that last game, a hero that proves quite valuable.
That was unreal. I can't believe he was relevant at 60 minutes.
60 minutes, 90 minutes. Brewmaster still critting people, setting up kills. Pretty next level stuff. Yeah. CIS will grab their Doombringer.
You think you just first ban Brew always now against
DT?
Against DT?
Honestly, I would think so. He was first banned in the first game, and DT lost. So
they won.
Oh no! Oh yeah, they did win the first game. Oh yeah, it was 2. I'm silly. So that's not the only hero they can utilize, but I don't know. Brew's one of those heroes that in the hands of a really good player, it's like, how do you deal with him? Like, how do you shut down the spirits? You kind of don't. You just try and run away, minimize your losses. He can be hard to deal with.
Looks like it's going to be an easy lane Brewmaster.
Yeah,
most likely. So. This could be an easy lane OD, but I think Brew's a lot better in the easy lane. A lot of the Eastern teams do run him there to varied success. I mean, he does well with farm because he can get quick blink, quick ags, which he benefits from quite a bit. He is pretty okay there, sort of by himself. He just needs a little bit of help sometimes, but like 1v1 against the Nyx, he'll do completely fine. And CIS have a Doom, not exactly an offensive hero. So I think I have to imagine that this will be a pretty easy lane for that Brewmaster.
Interesting to see an OD picked into a Nyx. He's generally considered a late game counter to OD. In lane, not so much. OD still kind of poops on him. But the mana burn hurts a lot in that late game, as it is an int multiplier.
You just two-shot him.
Yeah, it's yeah. I mean that's true. Nyx does take heavy damage, but you know,
it's definitely something he will need to be wary of.
Yeah, but like you said, once OD gets big enough, it's kind of like, is it really a counter? Is it really? How much pure damage can you absorb to mana burn me, Nyx? So you know, there are definitely some trade-offs there. I'll be curious to see what CIS do with this final pick, and if they're assuming it'll be OD mid or Brew in the mid. If they're assuming it's OD mid, I guess Lycan is pretty well suited to deal with OD. Heroes like Kunkka are pretty good because he has a Manaless Harass. Razor is that classic hard counter to OD, but he's really fallen out of style. Lone Druid, another one that works well just because he has that second unit, the Big Bear. And Lycan...
Lone Druid seems not great here.
Not great here, but Lycan, if they want to put him mid, a hero that can do okay-ish against OD. I don't know that I've ever actually cast that particular matchup because Lycan is banned so often and OD is picked so infrequently, you just don't see him matched up. But
it's not great for the Lycan.
Yeah, I'm wondering, is it one of those where like he gets smashed by OD, or he, well, we'll hold that thought because
that's the mid lane
it's a sniper, Greg.
Oh my god!
Are you kidding me? It's a sniper.
I'm getting hit right now.
This is awesome. Sniper.
This is an okay matchup.
Are you a sniper sympathizer or hater? I can't remember.
I don't really like sniper very much.
Not a big fan. I have mixed feelings. I was a sniper hater, and then I saw him win a few games.
I mean, he's
and
okay.
Then
I don't think he's particularly bad. I just don't really like the hero because
he's boring.
He's sniper, dude.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
I don't know. Sniper is pretty scary. If he gets enough farm, he's huge, dude. And will be the watermelon for the 5th pick for HGT. Of course, that is the Tide Hunter. He'll be surfing around and looking for some prey amongst the tides. Big fan of the Tide Hunter, but Sniper is a hard-ass carry, man. With enough farm, he is scary to deal with, and his range is pretty darn potent as well. There are some heroes that work really well against Sniper. The Blink on Brew, as well as a Blink on Tide, they'll be able to hop up in his face and make his life a little more difficult. Bat Rider as well. 3 great Blink Dagger initiators will make things difficult for Sniper. Heroes like Clockwork and Storm with long-range initiations also prove pretty potent against old Snipey there. But
I hope they figure out a way to get XTT some levels.
Yes. Yeah, this is a support Tide. Position 4 Tide.
10 seconds remaining.
It's definitely not my favorite.
Yeah, definitely not. The lanes for CIS looking a little bit more straightforward. depending on how they want to lane things up here. It is black on the Lycan. He has been playing mid as of late, so it will probably be a mid Lycan, safe lane try around the sniper, and then the Doom off lane. June is usually their off lane player as well. And we will have a pause, so we'll introduce some rosters here. We've got AO playing on the Nyx Assassin, Demons on the Dazzle, Black on the Lycan, June on the Doom, and that's Sniper on, or being played by good old Inflame there. He's got a couple of cool cosmetics. The rare rifle, and he's got Grandma Sharpie's Smokin' Rug as a cloak. So, yeah, get wrecked, Greg. I know you're jealous.
On the other side of things, for HGT, we've got Pretty Haw. He's going to be on the Batrider, CTY on the ODS, on the Treant Protector, ZS, MJ.
Yeah, sorry, I just ruined your introduction. I needed to make my icons bigger.
No respect. no respect.
You're actually right. There's very little respect.
ZSMJ, he's going to be on the Brewmaster, XTT on the Tidehunter. And, well, I don't know, man. I think there's a chance we see the Sniper middle. It's a pretty okay matchup. He has really long attack range. And basically just avoid getting put out.
Yeah.
I don't know how that Lycan matchup... I mean, I think it's bad. I think that Lycan matchup is bad.
Or you mean the Lycan on OD?
yeah.
Yeah, it's rough. I have to imagine... See, the thing that's different about, like, the Lone Druid is good because he has that extra unit, but even if you suck all of the int out of the Druid, he still has the Bear, and you can't really kill the Bear in the early levels too easily. The Wolves, you just keep spamming out your Astral Imprisonment, and the Lycan will eventually run out of mana and won't be able to summon his Wolves. So if he has those units on the field, yeah, sure, he can do it, but without the units, not so easy. It looks like it will actually be Inflame playing the mid-roll on the Sniper, like you mentioned. That will be a safe lane Lycan, and right now it is Nyx headed to the off lane, so it looks like In June may just start off in the jungle here on the Doombringer and play the position for that way. So a slightly greedier draft coming out of CIS.
Really greedy.
If they don't, if HGT doesn't punish it, then it will certainly work in the CIS favor.
Pretty maybe. I wonder how they're gonna actually end up selling these lanes. I really am not a huge fan of Tidehunter in the support role.
He's got Squiddles.
Yeah, he does have Squiddles. That's like the only cosmetic that matters right there.
It is, and he's also got. Oh no, it's not. It's not Bit of a Boat, but still inscribed Hammer Time. Look at that. Yeah,
Bit of a Boat. Half a boat, and it looks like XTT actually might be settling in this off lane. Pretty Haw maybe jungling from level 1.
The battle begins.
Both greedy lineups.
Yeah, so it will be ZSMJ in the safe lane brew like you were talking about. And it must be Batrider in the jungle. It'll be interesting to see both teams going for this greedy, dedicated jungler. Who actually will come out ahead from that kind of even trade? It's kind of hard to say. OD and Brew towards the late game are pretty scary, the OD in particular, but Sniper, Doom, and Lycan, I think CIS have that late game advantage. But to get to the late game, you got to make it through the laning stage and, of course, through the mid game. And that's where I think CIS will kind of hit their stride, especially once this Lycan starts running amok. But Hastrun on the Treant, we've seen this before, and it's scary. He doesn't have Boots first, but he does have Leech Seed. AO in some trouble. Pretty Haw using that Firefly for a bit of extra damage. They'll chase him down. He does skill the Carapace level 1, buys him some time, but this will be a first blood coming out. Who gets the last hit? It'll be the Batrider. That's Pretty Haw starting off with a bit of bonus gold, and, well, safe to assume he'll probably have a pretty darn quick Blink Dagger coming out.
Yeah, oh God, those early haste on Treant are so annoying to deal with.
Yep.
There's just nothing you can do.
Yeah, that's just straight bad luck. It really is. This tree did not start Boots first, so chances are he wouldn't have been very aggressive in the lane, at least not that kind of classic PPD style of tree that we've all become accustomed to, and the Haste Rune completely makes up for it, still secures the first blood, and now HGT in great shape. And Nyx Assassin missing out. Actually, he did. Wow, he's halfway through level 2. Where did all that experience come from?
Magic, dude.
No joke, where did all that experience come from? Oh, okay, as they shoved forward. I guess that was it. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, okay.
I think I was muted when I said that. I was adjusting my...
Oh, okay.
My life's a disaster right now.
I gotcha. It's getting late here, guys. It's 6:30 here on the Pacific Coast, so the clowniness will commence. Clown shoes have been put on, and Greg's getting giggly over here. Those midnight chuckles, as it were.
Oh man, well XCT is gonna get a lot out of this top lane. Really nothing they can do to him to push him out of lane. So this should be a good lane for him. He'll easily get a lot of farm XP. He's already level 3, spamming Anchor Smash, making this really annoying for Black.
Yeah, this is actually even better than I thought. The Anchor Smash makes it very difficult for the Lycan. That the less damage is, it's hard to last hit against the Tide, and we see 10-0. He's our last hit leader against the 8-2 Lycan right now. And XTT gets the benefit of this Radiant off lane where there's this hard camp here, and he'll be able to absorb some extra experience there. Just about to hit level 4. AO halfway through level 3, so holding his own. No points in mana burn quite yet. But uh-oh, the wraparound is real. And AO may find himself in some trouble once again. Nope, he'll back out just in the nick of time. Good map sense, or good game sense from him, and he'll be okay for now.
Yeah, and bottom lane, it seems like this Nyx will do okay now. He just has to be really careful. He's halfway through level 3. Inflame in the mid lane is doing okay. I mean, he's staying even with the OD, which is
very
pretty much all you can
lane.
ask for. Yeah, I mean, this lane is a battle for every single CS because of the way the heroes match up together. Good, really good damage from OD, but a way better animation for Sniper. And with Hal, he has a lot of extra damage. And
that's a really good point.
Hal, actually 2 levels in Hal for the Lycan. That's pretty unusual.
Yeah, I feel like the Sniper really needs it. Of course, that's one of the shortcomings of this hero. His starting damage is just complete ass. So having that Hal really helps his CS against the OD, and like you mentioned, 12 and 11 versus 10 and 11. That's an even trade, and with a hard carry like Sniper trading evenly with the OD, that's not too bad. Problem with Sniper, very susceptible to ganks, and HGT could pull some rotations, especially since this Batrider will have a fast blink. Sniper may have farm for now, but things could change as this continues on. S, he finds another Haste Rune. This is one lucky tree. I don't know that he'll have enough to finish off AO. Second Leech Seed comes out, and he will just TP home. Nice heads-up play from the Nyx Assassin, recognizing the hasted tree as a serious threat. Will be forced back to the well, create some more space for the Brew, and slows down the Nyx's farm even more.
CTY is still doing battle. This mid lane is crazy. 14-12, 12-13 between the two of them, and literally every last hit is just unbelievable struggle for both of them. So we'll see who gets the better of this lane in a little bit. The damage will get better for Inflame, and CTY will have levels for more levels in Imprisonment, and eventually he might even get an early level in Orb, to be honest, to make it a little bit easier to last hit.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Not something you see too frequently, but the Orb can definitely make a difference. Yeah, it would be a nice little change to the standard OD build that we're accustomed to, just for the sake of this lane. Tide is really having a good time up in this top lane.
There's nothing to stop him.
1-1-1. Yeah, the Anchor Smash, it's just so simple. It's so easy for him. Pretty Hall rotates up. He's only level 4, but they're going to set up a kill on the Demons here. There's the Gush to start things off.
He has no grave.
And, oh, the greedy Dazzle build. Oh, no. That will cost him. Now June rotating in. He's only level 5, so no ultimate quite yet. And that will just be a 1-for-0 in the top lane. Tide is pretty darn tanky, and Batrider not the easiest target to lock down either. Following that kill, Tide is now level 6. So
with the earlier pick of the Batrider, they were expecting Bat in this lane, and the Wolves as well as...
They can kill Black here. There's the Ravage. Pretty Hall just going to set it up. Fire 5, not available, but Flame Break online, and there you go. Black takes a spill. XTT picks up that last hit.
Yeah, and this brings me to what I was just saying. I mean, they were expecting the Batrider in this lane. They picked it really early. This would obviously be the standard thing, but then they last picked that Tide Hunter. Really put a screw in the works, because if this was just the Batrider up here, Wolves and Dazzle are really good at just pushing that back, zoning him out, making him deal with just this camp over here, which he's doing right now anyway. But with Tide Hunter, doesn't really care about that. He has so much HP. He has a damage reduction from Anchor Smash. It's a much better lane for him. CTY, he might die here if he's not careful. He can put himself out. He should be fine. Does it correctly.
Good timing. Inflame was pump faking, but now sets up some more time. He'll come forward, denies the rune. And CTY not out of the clear yet. One more auto attack from Inflame. He secures it. And that's that pesky range on Sniper. The Howl from Lycan really helping him out there. And CIS will get their first kill on the board as Inflame finishes off his mid opponent.
Yeah, so it looks like Sniper has won this lane after the struggle concludes.
The struggle was real.
22 last hits for CTY. Not doing very well. I'll be interested to see what kind of build he goes for. I haven't seen an OD played in a while. Arteezy style, you usually go for a Midas right away and just try to make you need like 10 minutes of uninterrupted farm basically. You get treads, Midas, Force Staff, hopefully by around 14 to 15 minutes.
Uh-oh, Inflame gets lassoed by Pretty Hoss. CTY laying in the right click. Still no point in orb, but they'll have more than enough to bring him down. Even burns Sanity's Eclipse to ensure the kill. Meanwhile, up top, XTT, he'll get rotated upon. There's the Doom ultimate coming out. And, yeah, that'll make this an easy kill on the Tide. So CIS with a sign of life. They grab a kill up top as Doom moves out of the jungle. But HGT still with a pretty solid lead. Bat Rider will stack this up once more, and then that will be his Blink Dagger. So we're looking at like a 9-minute blink on Pretty Haw, and he's already been involved in all 4 of these kills. So he has been more than active. 2,000 gold, 1,500 experience, already the way of Hyper Glory team.
All right, and ZSMJ, since he's in the easy lane, is getting extremely good farm, has a little bit of help here. AWO, or AYO rather, can't really do too much. He does have level 6, which is about all he can ask for, but ZSMJ already has Arcanes and 1,000 gold, so he's going to be looking to get a BKB very early. Or not BKB, Blink rather, excuse me.
Living Armor comes out, keeps the OD alive. Inflame doesn't even go for the ultimate here, recognizing that the Astral Imprisonment will be a reality. And wow, look at this bottom tower. ZSMJ has been doing a lot of damage to it with the assistance of the tree. And it looks like it will fall with this push. He'll just start chipping away with that little flail of his. Actually forces out the glyph. Thunderclap onto AO. And last hit on the tower will go to the creeps. So HGT get a small little gold boost here. Demons rotates in, does have a haste rune on. Of course, that is the Dazzle. Still no point in Grave. 202 at level 4. Throws out some poison onto the Brew, but won't be enough for the kill. There's your Blink Dagger up on the bat, right about that 9-minute mark.
Great timing there for Pretty Haw. That combined with Tidehunter Ravage. Black, is he going to die again?
I think XTT could ravage this. Oh, he hesitated too much.
He may do it. He's gonna. Oh no! He gets baited.
Oh, XTT.
What a disaster! Waited way too long.
Well played by Black.
Yeah, well played by Black. Uses the shapeshift. Gets out of here now. XTT in a lot of trouble. In comes Demons. Out comes the Poison Touch. Black gets gushed. Healing comes out. Doom used on XTT, and I expect that's gonna be the end of our watermelon friend.
Yeah, absolutely. That was just unfortunate. He was trying to do that math in his head. He could have hit the Ravage if Black wouldn't have been able to get away with that if he had Ravaged right away after the Gush, but he just hesitated too much, and that hesitation cost him.
Yeah. And, well...
Wow, Black goes Midas here. Tranquils into Midas. Black just wants to go hard farming Lycan, and I worry about this. I also worry about the Sniper. He's farming well, but now Pretty Haw has a Blink. ZSMJ very close to his. How's Sniper going to deal with that once these gap closers come out?
He's going to be relying on Dazzle.
Yeah, yeah. The Dazzle who is yet to skill Grave. Okay, he gets it at level 5, so at least he picks it up now, but this Dazzle wants to be aggressive.
Honestly, the people who are responsible for making sure that Inflame doesn't get killed by a Bat Rider, Nyx Assassin and Dazzle. Nyx can use Spike Carapace to stop him in his tracks. Dazzle obviously has Grave. Between that, that's really all they have. Inflame's going to have a bit of a rough time this game once that does happen. I really expect CTY, he's going to go Midas still. And I think that's the right choice. OD really benefits from the levels, really benefits from the farm. And after that, you probably get Treads. I think 4 Staff's really good this game as well because of the Sniper. So I think we're just going to see a standard build out of it.
Yeah, it looks like Tide will be the mech carrier here. And speak of the devil up top, Pretty Haw showing off that Blink Dagger onto Black. Will connect with a lasso. Shapeshift is now available, but it won't be enough to keep him alive. Pretty Haw will finish him off with one last auto attack. So XCT will go mech before Blink, which means CTY doesn't have to be the mech carrier here, and he is open just to go straight into a 4 Staff after his Midas, if that's the route he chooses to go. And there's your Blink Dagger on the Brewmaster.
So this is really good timing. I mean, considering his Arcanes as well, things have gone well for ZSMJ. 55 last hits. They're going to take this top tower fairly easily. I don't love this mech build first, but XTT has done so well, it's not that big of an issue. He does still need to get a Blink Dagger right after, because there's a couple heroes that are natural BKB carriers. You want to make sure you can take advantage of that Ravage properly, and Blink Dagger is the best way to do that. They have the 2 Blinks already, but honestly, with the heroes on the other side, the more Blinks the better. You want to be able to Blink on Sniper, you want to be able to Blink on OD, and you even want to be able to Blink on Doom to make sure you can get a good initiation so we can't Doom you.
Yep, I completely agree. Generally speaking, I like the Blink first on Tide, but I think you hit the nail on the head. He has enough farm now that the early mech will come in handy. They're fighting enough that it is worth it, but where it's really unfortunate is when you see a Tide struggling to farm, he gets a mech and then can't get a Blink before the 20-minute mark or so, and it's like you've already shortened your window so much of having really big, high-impact Ravages it's just a little bit more difficult.
Because you know BKB is on the menu here for Doom Sniper and Light.
I mean, if he had a blink right now, Inflame would be dead. But Pretty Haw, he'll cover him up, and yeah, in comes the follow from ZSMJ. That's a dead sniper to start things off. There's your Ravage. They throw out the Doom ultimate onto the tree, but there's your Astral. May set up a kill. No, they're just going to go for the Nyx. They'll dive him here. June around the backside. Nyx will get finished off by the Sanity's Eclipse. And June, yeah, he'll get chased down. A disastrous team fight for CIS. The Nyx will actually choose to buy back. The
Primal split. He should be fine here. The rest of his team's coming. Towern goes to tower. XCT is here. Pretty Haw as well. And he is almost done with his Primal split. Should be in a fine position. Really nice team fight there by HGT. They take advantage very, just properly, honestly, of all those Blink Daggers, of the ultimates. And now I'm really pleased with the way that XCT is playing this game. He's being very active with his Ravages, making sure he uses them basically right when they're off cooldown. ZSMJ was very patient with the Primal Split, knowing that he can do tons of damage when there's a Ravage. He doesn't need to use Primal Split until afterwards when people start breaking up. Does that, able to go around the back of the fight. They even kill June, so just textbook fight there by HGT. And that, coupled with the fact that they've already knocked down 3 towers, has put them in a really commanding position.
Yeah, absolutely. About 7,500 gold in their favor. And CIS are in a rough spot right now. Lycan has a Midas and Tranquils. He is not in fighting shape. And Doom working on a mech, but still not really close to it either. HGT just have such a stronger mid-game presence. With the double Blink Daggers, they have long-range initiation. They have a mech up on the Tidehunter plus the Ravage. They're ready to fight. They're ready to knock down towers. And CIS really have no response for it.
And they can even get another pick off with the Blink Lasso. They don't really need the rest of the ultis to get a pick off on one person. They're going to try to do that in the bottom lane, put pressure on this bottom tower. Pretty Haw and a Firefly over through the trees here. We see this all the time. CTY has a point and an orb now, so he's doing a decent amount of damage. With a lasso, they should be able to easily bring someone down.
Yeah, absolutely agreed. I do like that point and orb. I mean, level 10 is pretty standard now, but I guess I'm more like that OD is high enough level that he can grab a point and orb this early on. So Shrapnel scouts out the trees. Inflame just checking his surroundings here. But look at this, is a tier 2 that's going to fall uncontested.
I don't think they can defend this.
Just harassing the Pretty Haw there. He takes the sniper to the face. There is no Ravage.
There's no way they can defend this. They just, with that cancel TV, they conceded it. They're going to go for top tower instead.
And this is without Ravage or Primal Split. Even with these big cooldowns, HGT can still take big fights.
There's a Glyph for top lane as well.
Yeah, Glyph comes out on both sides. It looks like HGT will port up, perhaps to try and make a hold. ZSMJ comes forward. Tower will fall. Can they get the deny? Yeah, they sure can. That's the Brewmaster that secures it.
There's still heroes bottom. They're going to move in. They grab Inflame, and he just falls for the trap. He thought they all left, and Batrider and CTY.
The fake back from Hyperglory team.
And that's
too good.
Jesus. Blink already. 15 minutes for this Batrider. He's doing an excellent job this game. And Black's just buying his Vlads. It's 15 minutes in.
Wait, the Batrider had his blink at like 9 minutes, dude.
Yeah, and now he already has Force.
Yeah, oh, Force. Yeah, okay, Force. Yeah, wow, Force blink is... Yeah, wow, holy crap. They're all just so loaded right now. Black is the only one...
towers,
yeah, that's farming pretty well, but that's because he has a hand of Midas. And...
I like how Tide's leading the net worth. Down goes the tower. They are going to get it. XCT rotating back over here already has enough for the Blink Dagger. This is perfect for XCT. And honestly, a huge part of that... huge part of this game is XCT and Pretty Haw just executing very well. CTY has done just fine. He looks like he is going to be going for a 4-staff next. He's already bought a Magic Wand. Oh, they're going to kill Demons here, I think.
Yeah, he will manage to get the Grave off, but he gets put in an Astral. Make sure he can't TP home or up to any shenanigans. Of course, he doesn't even have a TP scroll, just boots and a Tango. That is one poor Dazzle. 650 net worth right now. 0, 2, and 2. So little to his name. HGT have complete run of the map. And 16 minutes, they'll move into the Roche Pit. And I don't think CIS could contest this even if they wanted to.
It doesn't look like it. I mean, Ravage is up, Lasso is up, Primal Split is up, OD, everything is up. You can't fight into that. There's no way. Sniper maybe can do some shenanigans from the high ground with Shrapnel, but it looks like he's not even interested. There's too many Blink Daggers for him to take that risk, and Pretty Haw clearing out space, and AYO makes the mistake, pulls into the pit, and he is just gone.
Oh, he dies to Roche!
Wow.
That's a gift from the gods there, but still, Nyx Assassin gets isolated, and HGT, they're not going to cry over spilled milk. They'll be happy to see the Nyx in the grave, and now they're OD with an Aegis of the Immortal.
He's got Force now, too.
Yeah, pretty darn close to it, yeah. Oh, nope, there it is. And that's the wand recipe left over there in the
This is a great game for CTY. I mean, He had a rough start with his sniper. That's a hard lane for him. He hasn't CS too well, but his team has really created a lot of space for him, and this is ideal. I mean, he's still a little bit late on this 4-staff. He really wanted a little bit before this time. I mean, 15 minutes is pretty ideal, but still, he's off to a really, really good start here to carry them into the late game if they need it. ZSMJ is already clearing out a lot of space. He's working towards the Aghanims. We've already talked about XTT, who's just having a perfect game as well.
And now HGT will group up here about the mid lane, the tier 2 tower in their sights. Black is pressuring the top alongside Inflame. This tier 2 tower will be fair game. And we'll see how HGT want to handle this. They may go for a tower exchange. Perhaps they'll TP home. Yep, they'll do the latter. Hastrun activated on the Bat Rider. They're looking for the cutoff here. The blink forward, lasso out on Black, right into the Firefly. There's a gush. They'll have plenty of damage to bring him down. He won't even get to go into Big Wolfie form. Now they'll find Inflame. He'll get isolated, and I see no way the sniper survives this one. Easy peasy. Double kill coming out for the big leafy tree. Meanwhile in the mid, CTY procs his Aegis, grabs a kill on the Dazzle. AO TP's in. June here as well. Support inbound from the Brew. CTY, he's doomed up. At ZSMJ, he's coming forward. Does have a primal split. Nice impale from the Nyx, but it just isn't enough. OD falls.
They should maybe get a return kill here. They have Firefly again. A lot of stick charges. Here comes the Firefly. Flame Break available as well. XTT going to work here. They even have a Ravage if too many people come in to defend this. Easy kill, and now they're running down AYO. Oh, he misses the clap. That was a nice little juke there by AYO. Is that enough to keep him alive? I'm not sure. Invis Rune.
That might. Oh no, gem on the Bat Rider.
Man, HGT just have this game in the bag, I think.
They were prepared for every contingency. And another very convincing fight. Yeah, they burned the Aegis maybe a little prematurely. Still lose their OD, but end of the day, they get a kill on the Lycan, they clean it up, and now they'll go straight up the mid. They handily defend this tier 2 tower in the bottom, and now the tier 2 mid will be fair game.
Honestly, a lot of it comes down to, this was a hyper greedy graph from CIS, and when you do these really greedy drafts, if everything doesn't go well, Inflame, pulled back, clap, lasso, he's just going to probably die again. Oh, nice job. Dazzle keeps him alive for the moment, but Ravage comes out. XTT
and the
kills him.
overgrowth.
Overgrowth. Double Ravage, basically, and
man.
This game's only getting uglier. But when you have this greedy draft and things don't go according to plan, you just lose. And that Tidehunter was not something they accounted for. Top lane was a free-for-all for Tidehunter. He did whatever he wanted.
Yeah.
And everything else, I mean, they couldn't punish anything. They had a very greedy OD pick. He even got shut down a little bit. Didn't matter. Bat Rider had a very good timing on the Blink Dagger, and, well, things are going well.
Yeah, absolutely. And there are a couple disparities here. I think CIS, it wasn't necessarily a drafting issue. Both sides were really greedy. The big difference, though, is Bat Rider can do a lot more in the early levels than Doom. When he's jungling, he's just trying to hit level 6, move out of the jungle, and put the Doom on somebody, secure a kill. Pretty Haw, he secured the first blood off the back of that Hastrun on the tree, so he started to leg up on the Doom. Then he just rotated around, and he found a couple of kills before he even had Lasso, especially in the top lane, utilizing that Firefly and the sticky Napalm alongside the Tide. So I think that was the big disparity, those two heroes.
Oh, Black.
And,
Black,
buddy,
please.
Well, that's a dead Lycan, and I don't know. I think CIS may be well advised to try and tap out for too long here before they get too discouraged going into game 2, because this is just a disaster.
Not going well.
14,000 gold, 12,000 experience here at the 20-minute mark.
June has Blank Mech. It's like the only hero that's really got anything moving for him. Most of Black's gold isn't really doing anything. He has a Midas and has Vlad's, none of which are really helping him in fights.
Yeah.
Arcane's only on Nyx. Dazzle is way poorer than anyone could. That is just, he is so poor. He's so sad.
Looks
right
like
now.
Sniper might be going Mask of Madness, has himself the Morbid Mask.
That seems ambitious.
Ambitious is a good word. I mean, they need to do something crazy to get back in this. That is definitely crazy if that's the item he's going for. I mean, it's either that or a Dominator, and Madness seems much more likely, even though it's...
oh, God, the BM Dagon.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Here we go, baby. I mean, it's actually not bad because the heroes are so squishy. Sniper has no HP. Dazzle has no HP. Jesus, Black.
Yeah,
Black
he gets
sleeves.
caught again, and that will be 0-5 Lycan. It looks like Ravage coming up in 5 seconds. Black may actually survive to tell the tale here.
Well, that's his ulti burn for nothing, so that's still a huge win
Dire's
for HGT. And now everything is coming up. They don't have the Aegis anymore, but they're going to easily grab this last tier 2 tower top.
Yep, CTY just chucking away at it. CIS will group up about the bottom. They'll find a tier 1 for tier 2 tower exchange at this stage in the game. You'll take anything you can get. It's looking pretty grim for Black and his comrades, but, well, a little bit of gold boost might help out. Might help some. Yeah, there's your Mask of Madness up on old Snipey. So
it's a good high ground defense item, but I think he's just going to get lassoed and die as soon as he uses it.
Yep. Necro Book up on the Lycanthrope as well. This could very well be one of the last engagements of the game. CIS very far behind, and now their tier 3s are getting chipped away at. HGT not eager to break the high ground quite yet. Still a while before we get a handle on the Roche timing. They'll just clear out the Dire jungle and go back to farming, look for a pick-off, and then probably try to break the high ground that way.
Yeah, it's going to depend here. I think they're just going to want to come back and farm this bottom lane. Either that, or they go ham and try to catch someone who gets picked off.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom
for sure. They are still grouping up about the mid. Blink daggers at the ready. Right now, CIS are completely cornered in their base.
Yeah. And CIS know they're right there because this bottom lane is still not pushed out.
Yep.
Radiant's bottom tower
this is that time where HGT don't really have to do anything here. They don't.
23-minute Ags.
Oh God! After blink Ags at that, not even just an Ags rush. This is unreal farm for HGT. And but they have CIS completely cornered, so even if they just slow down farming themselves and just keep pushing the lanes, and they know CIS can't break or can't move out of their base too easily, and well, CTY will get harassed by a sniper ultimate, but nothing too game-changing here at this point.
Yeah, and I don't really know how CIS can possibly win this game. I mean, if somehow they don't let their base get broken for 15 minutes, maybe they can come back. But
15 minutes, yeah. Talking about ambitious there, Greg.
I mean, they gotta have some hope, Andrew. Otherwise they would have left.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
But it's not. I don't know. It's not likely.
Yeah, June has a blink dagger up now, following his mech, so he has something. HGT will just go back to farming. Maybe they'll wait until next Roche as well. That could be something else.
It seems like they're just going to corner them in their base. If CIS try to leave, they'll kill them. They have really good ward vision, making sure they can't leave the base. And they'll just wait for Roshan to come back up. Once it's back up, well, they'll just move in to the base and win.
Yeah, that's for sure. I'm going to try our luck here. The WPCA stream looks like it's working for now. Always like to see the camera shots after the game is done. So we'll see how long it holds out before she freezes, but... freezy freeze. Oh, D. He's got himself a Mystic Staff. Look at this guy. He's a bandit. A little bit of the woohoo. Look at that Astral.
Yeah, I mean, that's against Sniper. It's pretty easy as long as you notice the debuff.
That's a good point.
It's pretty straightforward. But he's going to be going, I think, just probably for a Hex. And this is how you know an OD is doing well when he buys the Mystic Staff for it first. There is no fear, and this is wow. That's a short Roche. Wait. That's it, right? That's Roche coming back up. 6, yeah.
Yep, I believe.
It's going to be up here in a second.
Yeah, that's like 20-second Roche RNG there, so that's good news. And there he is. He's popped back up. That's great news for HGT, though. That's some good RNG going their way.
June is hiding in the bottom lane. He's going to TP home now. But now that they know this Roshan is up, I assume they will go take care of that at their leisure and just set up to push back in. XTT is building towards a refresher, which has become very standard in the Eastern scene for good reason. It's a really good item.
Yeah, sure. It's good stuff, especially when you have a Dagon as well. I don't know if he doesn't have the mana pool to sustain all that.
He should be okay. With Arcanes, you can usually pull through. Maybe not for Mech Dagon.
Yeah, double
Dagon. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, double Dagon, double Ravage. You're getting pretty mana intensive there, and even the refresher itself costs a butt ton of mana. HGT
375, I think.
Yeah, that sounds right.
That's a fuckload.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a third of his mana pool right there. Ravage is 225, so you're looking at 450 for the Ravages.
With Arcanes, he should be okay.
Arcane it up.
Also, if he hits one Essence proc, he's fine too.
That's a good point. Forgot about the Essence Aura there. And with that said, Roshan falls to the Radiant once more. CTY gets himself the Aegis.
Oh god, Black. You knew they were there, man.
And the rest of his team made it back to the base, and well, he'll pop his ultimate. He gets Overgrowth, and Big Woofy They'll get turned into wolf steaks, and it appears HGT will have some delicious lichen burgers for dinner.
Yeah, I think HGT can probably just walk into base now. I don't really see a reason to wait. They have Ravage. They don't have Lasso again. Maybe they wait 50 seconds for that, but I'm honestly not sure they need it. They have Bruce Split as well. Everyone, look how far back CIS is in their base. They've just already succumbed to the fact that, well, this tower is probably going to die. Maybe we'll try to defend the buildings with Glyph, and immediately HGT moving forward. June coming in the side, moves in, tries to get, oh, he gets hexed, and that is bad news bears.
Yep, he'll get put inside the Astral as well while they wait for the Grave to tick off. OD drops the hammer, finishes off the Doom and the Dazzle. Nyx gets picked off shortly after. Sniper, the lone survivor. There's the GG from Inflame, and that'll do her. That's game 1 of this best of 2. HGT make quick work of CIS 23-4. Oh boy, this was one-sided game.
Yeah, not close really, and HGT with superior draft, nice little surprise there. And excuse me, just really greedy draft from CIS, and it just did not work out for them.
Yeah.
That was like ultra greedy. And he even went for, you know, the Midas in the top lane. Just
HGT are
literally
all smiles,
max
man.
greed, and oh god,
look at Black. He's looking a little. It's like, god damn it, guys.
Maybe the Midas wasn't a good idea.
It's like, you know what? That was not my best work. Black really looks distraught after that. Look at him. He's really...
Black doesn't like losing, dude.
Poor fella. Yeah, he's like,
he likes
please.
to hit creeps, not lose.
Meanwhile, ZSMJ is like,
yeah.
Get wrecked, Black. Get trashed.
But yeah, that was just superior draft, I think, for HGT. I can't believe how well that Tidehunter pick really did it.
Yeah, dude.
They just weren't expecting it, and that top lane was just like a joke for them. They're like, all right, you have no stuns, a Lycan, and a Dazzle. We have Anchor Smash.
Yeah, seriously. Tide is really powerful right now, and I feel like he's a little bit underrated. I mean, that was an easy lane for him. The Kraken Shell makes him nice and tanky in the off lane, and not only did he find farm, but he denied a lot of farm from that Lycan because it's hard to last hit.
It's hard to last hit when you don't have... I mean, if he didn't have Howl Up, he also had to make an adjustment in build because of...
Pretty Hall, your MVP.
I think that's fine.
7-0-14.
You could pick anyone.
Yeah. Yeah, he had the perfect score involved.
Anyone maybe but CTY. CTY in the end just was riding off the back of his teammates. Yeah. The last Hex probably secured them the game because he just finished that. Doom came in, tried to Doom someone, gets Hexed, and just gets blown up immediately. But that was just a really great performance from HGT in general.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll have a little break here, guys.
I actually just realized got my OD shirt on.
Look at you.
I was ready.
Perfect. Captain Gunner over here rocking his OD shirt. Totally unbiased. But, all right, guys, we'll have a quick break. We've got one last game coming up for our WPC Ace coverage tonight. HGT versus CIS Game 2. We'll see if CIS can make it a draw or if HGT take a pretty convincing series. I'm Zyori. This guy's What Is Hip. Our Twitters are in the title of this broadcast. Give us some love. Greg will tweet back. He's been fiending on the Twitter.
I've been fiending.
That's what he lives for, dude. Looking for those tweets, looking for those retweets. We'll be back after this short break, guys. One more match coming your way here on BTS2.